I'll talk about it.
Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.
That is my jam. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Monday. I'm Denny. This is my lovely bride, Sharon. And we're here for another. Did you just roll your eyes?
No, I didn't roll my eyes.
No?
No?
What are you rolling over there?
Oh.
You're rolling your own?
What a difference a couple minutes can make.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. We had chaos again
Happy
right before.
Monday.
Had chaos right before the show starts. I tipped over an entire glass of water all over my equipment, all over the floor. Luckily, I don't think it destroyed anything, but boy, if you would have had a camera on me when I was running around here 5 minutes ago like a maniac.
Oh.
Anyway, let's get to the podcast. It is Denny and Sharon, DennyRadio podcast number 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Huh?
I can't believe that.
Time is just flying by. We are sold out for the month of April. We're talking to people about May. It's like this snowball is coming down a hill and it's getting bigger. So we're just going to keep having fun with it till the Lord tells us to do something else.
We keep this up and we'll be doing as many podcasts as my age.
Oh,
we're halfway there.
Oh yeah, we're going to do that. Kind of. No, we're not. You're not 60. Anyway, before we go any further, we couldn't do the podcast. Or it wouldn't be as much fun without sponsors. Anyway, Monday sponsor.
Navigating life stages, Caring Transitions offers support every step of the way. For seniors relocating or downsizing, we offer an individualized approach that provides comprehensive solutions. Estate sales? We will list your items on our online platform, CT Bids, preserving memories and keeping your family's best interest at heart. And for those tough cleanouts, we're here to help. Caring Transitions, embracing new beginnings with confidence.
Hey, thank you to people viewing us on YouTube. X is becoming like a big thing.
Yeah, people.
And Instagram.
Getting the word out, people. But thank you also to Amy and, oh my gosh.
Tammy
Herman, who's married to a dear friend of mine. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm old. Anyway, they're awesome at Caring Transitions. So if you ever need them, they're there. And that's a comfort to know that they're there, you know.
They do everything for
They do.
you. They help pack up. They help go through and minimize. They move. They unpack. They set
They
up
do.
the new house for your loved one. Yeah, they do it all. And they have a passion and a calling for what they do. So they're very careful with everything. And big items that maybe the family doesn't want, or say they have an estate sale, it doesn't sell, they will actually take it back to their huge, beautiful warehouse, take pictures and put it up on their online auction item for bids, and they ship them. They ship them all over the place.
All over the place.
Yep.
So
Caring
they're awesome.
Transitions.
All right, Friday night, Mamma Mia, awesome musical out there at Otsego in beautiful Tontogany. Olivia and the kids' voices were amazing, and I don't see any mistakes. I mean, I didn't see anybody forget lines or whatever. I think it was just awesome. I would like to make a request, though. I think we need closed captioning for us old people. Because I was sitting in the back and, you know, we were sitting further back than we normally do because of my knee. And so I'm just like, I'm kind of learning. When they were singing money, 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 what I heard was bunny, bunny, bunny. And I'm like, okay, I don't think ABBA did a song called Bunny, Bunny, Bunny. And then they come out with a giant pile of money. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's money. And I'm like, I need closed captioning. So here's what I did. I'm thinking, ooh, if they don't have that, I need to invent that because I got a lot of ideas I never follow through on. They already have them. They have these giant glasses for people that are hearing impaired, and the closed caption will come across your lenses.
So wait a minute.
So you can go to the theater and movies. Yes.
You're watching with a pair of just like glasses.
Yep.
Like it's not obviously.
They look like your glasses you're wearing right now. And
And
apparently
they fit over your glasses?
no, you just wear those. And
I
you,
know, but so I have a hard time seeing
You-
far. So
okay.
how would I be able to see the stage?
well, you would have to. They would be prescription glasses. You would
Yeah, but
have.
how are they going to know my prescription? That's what I'm asking.
You send them the prescription. I don't know. All I know is I think I'm getting a pair because, or we're gonna have to sit in the front row, one or the other. So, but it was very enjoyable. The kids are talented, and they were all excited.
The voices just blow
Oh,
me away. They blew me
yeah.
away last year in Shrek, and now this year in Mamma Mia.
Yep.
And Josh Glover, you were the best one in the pit.
I don't know. My man Clint wasn't mad.
Well, I didn't meet Clint, but I know.
Yeah, he did a great job too, playing the other keys, and he gave me a great suggestion on an IPA, which I tried, and it was delicious. All right, then we got home, Michigan game. I'm not spending a lot of time on it. I'll whine and cry about it on the radio show at some point. Yeah, I still love them. Listen, I'm just going to say this about it: the sloppy play, all of that. Michigan was up 9 in the second half. The season that they had was just amazing. Okay. They had an amazing season after only winning 8 games a year before, something like that. It was so ridiculous. So anyway, you cut it. It was just a heck of a season. So I'm proud of Michigan, and I enjoyed rooting for them. I didn't like how it ended, but I took Auburn.
Wolf was on fire at least the first half.
Yeah, he was.
He
played well.
He was holding the team in there.
He
I have
was
to say.
possessed.
Yeah.
He's actually a junior. He could actually come back, but I
okay.
don't think he is.
Oh no.
Going pro, baby.
Oh.
So anyway, so there's the Michigan love. And then Saturday morning, get up early, and I head downtown to Pro Golf Fairway Sports Bar, downtown Toledo. They held an impromptu memorial for my man JMO, who passed away unexpectedly. Still don't know, what led up to it. Not that matters. Mike Jameson, just an awesome dude. He's just a kook. Fun to play golf with. And
the things that people were saying on your page under that post,
yeah,
just about like what he would just randomly do for people is pretty cool.
So anyway, so I did that Saturday morning, and then thank you, sweet Jesus. I got the clearance last Wednesday to go back to True Rest Float Spa, and I went and took a float. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Morgan, who had only been working there for like 4 or 5 days. She was taking her first float ever at 4:30 after me, and I'm like, "You are in for a treat, girl." Anyway, it's 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt in 10 inches of delicious warm water in a pod that you can either leave the pod open.
Yeah, I would.
You can close it, turn the lights off, close it, leave the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Got your tunes going through. Michelle hooked me up with some contemporary Christian music. We were jamming, we meaning me, and you just float butt naked if you want to. You can wear shorts if you want, or Speedo or bikini or
Commando.
whatever. Yep. Not me, man. I go naked. After you shower, before you get in, you shower, you get out, put your earplugs in. They got this neck roll thingy, neck thing that keeps your head up so your ears. Anyway,
Jelly roll.
it was amazing. And the last 2 nights I have slept so good, and it's because of the True Rest floats. So go take a float. It's better than a massage. I'm telling you right now. It's better than
words.
I'm telling you, better than a massage, longer lasting, and no one's going to beat you up with them, especially if they do a deep tissue massage. Ooh, those hurt. So True Rest Float Spa. I'm in Rose Street. That's where I go. And then they have one in Perrysburg. Google them. Mother's Day, I think they're probably doing another 2-for-1 thing. I mean, they're always running specials. When you go one time, you're like, oh yeah, I got to do this. So I did that on
So I have a question
Saturday
about that.
at noon. Yes.
So do they empty that water out in between every customer?
They do not. They clean it. They disinfect it. You're standing there, and they have this complete system, and it runs through and it cleans and recycles all the water. So it's fresh,
That's
clean
why they
water.
have you shower first.
Correct. You shower first.
I mean, I guess it would be no different than a pool, but
No different than a pool, except a lot better for your body, your aches, your pains, your stress. I mean, everything. I mean, I was having issues with my neck, and I come out of there, and then I hung around and they have oxygen. You put in oxygen, you sit there, and they have this fancy tea in these little cups, wooden cups, adorable. And me and Michelle sat there and solved the problems of the world for about 15 minutes. I'm telling you, True Rest Float Spa. You will love it. Bam.
Okay.
All
There's
right.
your senior influencer moment right
That's
there.
it.
People.
And then,
Hold on. Can we say some?
Yep.
Sherry. Hey, family.
What's up, Sherry from McCravers?
Terry, Nurse Terry. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So sweet of you, Denny. What's so sweet of you?
Just me being me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What up, Denny?
Oh, that was going down to JMO's thingy. Okay.
Dan
What up,
Tracy.
Dan?
Yeah.
Thank you for following me. I think Dan's following me on Twitter as well.
Joshua Steffen. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay,
Denny
Joshua,
and
what time
Sharon.
zone you in, my man? What time zone you in?
Happy Monday. Happy 70th birthday to Angus Young.
AC Daisy.
Okay.
Yep.
Terry went to see Mamma Mia. Girls who played Sophie and Donna were incredible. Yeah. So nice at the end when they introduced Olivia, gave her flowers and gifts. They just love her. Everyone in the musical seems to be having a blast. Yep. Her and the band director, Rebecca, they presented both of them with flowers and thanks. Tommy. Well, I am old. Been hard of hearing for years. When listening to women, I just nod and smile. Tommy, I think he might be a little sexist.
No, that sounds perfectly legitimate, Tommy.
No,
I'm with you, Tommy.
you guys act like you're God's gift, and you trust me. Us women, we do a lot.
No one's saying you don't do a lot. We're just saying that when you're talking, we just nod and smile. That's all it said.
Well,
Good
people
afternoon,
would have heard
Mary.
you talking just a little bit ago.
Hello, Mary.
Good afternoon, Mary. Look how
Yeah.
cute she is.
I was dropping F-bombs because I spilled this cup of water all over my computer and the desk. And I'm like,
Fire stools went flying. You name it.
I was not happy.
Joshua works third shift.
Oh, that's why he said good evening.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
So, okay.
All right. Thank you, Florida, for almost pulling it out. Sparty, I will never pick you in the Final Four ever again because every time I
Meredith, close
do,
your ears.
you'll let me down. And so, but I mean, I'm out. There's no way I can win. So, and I got my Cumulus email up and running. And guess what? The first thing I had to do was 3 different cyber security videos and tests and all this other BS just in time. That was fun. That took me 45 minutes yesterday. And
So what'd you learn from those?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, whatever. It's just stop, think,
Stop, drop,
listen.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Anyway, and don't click on stuff unless you know the people, blah, blah, blah. Now, I would like to say this, just to give you a little knee update.
Oh, whoa.
The knee, Saturday and Sunday, me and my lady walked 3 times around the condo neighborhood, which I have not done since before the knee surgery and no issues after. So, of course, Sharon's a bragger. She
Just
did 4.
I did 5. But who's
Oh,
counting?
5.
Sorry,
She
having
is.
a hot flash, people.
Anyway, she's getting hot in here. Anyway, so there you go. That's pretty much the weekend. Church of
Well,
Soma
wait.
City. That was awesome.
You don't want to tell them the biggest news of your walk?
The biggest news of my walk. Yes, go ahead.
It was a surprise.
It was. This ties in.
So we found 2 golf balls already last week, and we started out on Saturday, and I'm like, look, there's another golf ball.
And I'm like,
where? Let me try,
Is it a Pro V1?
Pro V1. And I'm
If it's a-
like,
if it's-
no, heavens no,
She goes, who's gonna waste a Pro V1? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I play Pro V1s, so who knows? It could be. So what do? I walk over there and bam, pick it up. It's a tailor-made Pro V1
Mhm.
or Titleist Pro V1,
Yeah.
and I'm like, Pro V1.
Yeah.
Put it in my golf bag. Hopefully by mid-May, I'll be shanking it into the woods and losing it for real.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, let's see here. Lynn. Good morning, my favorite couple podcast.
Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you,
Hope you're both
Lynn.
doing great. Me waking on spring and 70. These dark days make me want to sleep.
I'm with you.
Ugh.
All right, Lynn, you need to update that profile pic, girl.
It's a chalk outline.
I guess so. Yeah, this
Terry.
going back and forth. Like yesterday it was 70 and today it's in the 40s. It's like, come on, Lord, really?
Oh, Terry. She was saying it was sweet of you that you kissed
Oh, that
to
part.
me. So, okay. All right.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, now where are we going? We talked about the weekend, and I believe you have a video that was sent to us by a friend of ours.
You don't have anything else? So who's in the final? What's the next in the final four? Might as well get that out of the way.
I don't have that right in front of me, but
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
so it doesn't matter because I'm out.
So friends of ours, Steve and Kristen, drove to Miami Street on Saturday. And Steve had posted this video on his Facebook. This was the house where they had found Keimani's body, and people have turned it into an overwhelmingly beautiful
that, what a horrible event, what a horrible thing. And yet complete strangers are coming together and coming out and supporting this little angel. I mean, listen, there's no happy ending to this story. It's just horrible. Lives, families devastated. But the fact that complete strangers, people that never knew her, that are reaching out and bringing balloons and wishing her a happy birthday, I'm just blown away by that.
I mean, I'm going to play this again. Look at the contrast between the burned out dead house, the dead gross grass, the dark, the gray, and then the vibrant color of all the balloons, the stuffed animals, the flowers, the basketballs. Just
some days.
Whoopsie. Did you see the one red balloon up in the tree that had blown up and it was caught, just one single red heart shaped balloon?
No, but that's awesome. Yeah, it's just, now that was, when did he go? Saturday?
That was Saturday.
Friday, a large crowd gathered at Wilson Park in North Toledo to celebrate what would have been Keimani Latik's 14th birthday. She was only 13. And, the story says, despite the joy of the occasion, the atmosphere was marked by sadness. Of course, the party was organized by a Toledoan, Anthony Hurd, who wanted to shift the narrative surrounding the tragedy and offer a moment of celebration for Keimani's life. He didn't know her. He just saw the story. He said, I just felt something deep down inside me. It was something that I had to do. He organized the event at his own expense without hesitation. So he's like, we got to do something. Hundreds of people came out and got together, and they had a impromptu Jeep parade go by, and there was like goats, and they were giving out free basketballs. And so it was, again, there's no way to make a happy ending, but when people come together during tragedy, it just kind of lets people know that, that people do care, even though they don't know people. They might look different than you. They live in a different place than you. And yet, people will show up.
Here is my hope, my prayer, I don't know, for this world. Why can't we do things like this when the people are still living? It always seems to come after it's too late. And I thought about that when we were watching one of the recent celebrations of one of the celebrities honoring the person.
Right.
Oh, it was who's the old actor? He turned 100. He was in the movie with Julie Andrews. He's gray hair. What's his name?
When you're 100,
he has a
hair.
really young wife.
I don't know.
Supercalifragilistic. It's the dancer guy.
The dancer guy.
Dick
Van
Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yes. And
the dancer guy. Dick Van Dyke.
You mean the Dick Van Dyke Show?
Yeah, I love that show.
One.
Anyway, yes.
No, at his celebration, remember,
right. Oh, that was
he
awesome.
got to see
People
people honoring everything that he has done and achieved in life. And it was so cool because usually when they do that, it's after the person's passed. And watching this, I'm just like, because everything you read about her, she was such a special young lady. And it's, I just hope somewhere she was celebrated like this in life. I don't know.
Here,
I'm sure it'll never come to fruition, but a person can have hopes and dreams, I guess.
Yeah. This is another good thing that came out of it. Just somebody who was there at her birthday party. I can feel a lot better being around people that feel the way I feel. I'm hurt, but I'm doing it for Kaymani for her birthday, said Vincent Lewis Dixon, who attended the event, didn't know her. Just wanted to be with other people that were heartbroken over this tragedy. Now, there has been some controversy over her funeral. Her funeral was supposed to be at Brown Legacy Funeral Home, and they posted over the weekend they're no longer will be handling the funeral arrangement for Kimani. They didn't say why they made this decision or who was taking over responsibility of the arrangements. Apparently, there is some issues with the gentleman who runs Brown Legacy Funeral Home, and he was taking up a collection to cover the costs of the funeral. And Brown Legacy Funeral Home works out of Castillo Funeral Home, who John Castillo is a dear friend of ours and sponsors Friday's podcast. And so John and I have been talking, and there's been a lot of misinformation out there, and people just need to know that Brown Legacy Funeral Home works out of Castillo Funeral Home and was not part of Castillo Funeral Home. Okay. John's going to be on Wednesday to set the record straight, because there's some people out there saying some horrible things about John and Castillo Funeral Home. And, the media is jumping to a bunch of wrong conclusions. John will be on with us Wednesday to set the record straight. All right, there you go. Anything else?
Dave wants to know on Instagram what happened to Mike, and I'm assuming he means Mike Jameson.
I don't know. I read a story today, and it just said when he was in Toledo at a hospital, and then they took him out drove him to Cleveland Clinic, and he just went down from there, 2 or 3 days there, and he was gone. So I don't know yet. And I don't know funeral arrangements. When I do, I'll let people know. And, I'm sure a lot of people will come out for it. So there you go.
Dan CSB might get in trouble over what happened. What a shame.
Yeah, that's
it's just a shame, but yes,
they're investigating it.
They are. Yes.
And they need to. So there you go.
Good
afternoon, Tom.
Tom always has the little emoji of himself waving. I look at that. That's pretty
I
cool.
like that. His tiger
Detroit,
cap on the D, even though the Tigers haven't won yet. But they're playing.
Is there high hopes for them this year? It
seems
seems like it always starts out that way, and then it just kind of fizzles out.
Last year it was the other way around. They started out like crap, and then August 10th, they were under 500 and took off and ended up making the playoffs. So there are expectations for the Tigers this year. They have a good pitching staff. They didn't really do anything with their hitting, but whatever.
Do you think?
And they played the Dodgers, who, they're the best team in the majors. So, and they were in every game, but whatever. They'll win eventually, maybe tonight in Seattle.
Do you think that because of the Detroit Lions and how they turn their program around, that's kind of given some ignition to the other Detroit teams to like, hey, we need to up our game and start, like they're following their lead with the Pistons and the Tigers, maybe?
Yes. It's certainly not working for the Red Wings, but definitely it's affecting the Pistons and it affects the Tigers because, football's king. And when, and these guys, they're competitive. They're like, hey, how come people don't talk about us? Well, let's win. Let's win some games, So yes, it definitely affects the other pro teams, except the Red Wings, who stink out loud.
Well, not yet. Maybe.
Hey, but the Michigan Panthers won.
What's the Panthers?
UFL, baby. United Football League. I got football to watch now every weekend.
Oh,
aren't you excited?
Goodness.
UFL.
Goodness gracious.
Michigan Panthers 1-0. I can't tell you a single name who's on the team or the coach, but they're playing. I'm watching. So there you go.
Scott says good morning.
Hello, Scott.
Look at his cutie little kid or
grandkid.
Nephew or grandkid. Yeah.
Somebody.
Cute. All right.
Let's go to surprises.
Oh, goodness. I honestly, I don't even know where to start on this thing.
Well, I can tell you the biggest surprise for me was last Friday when I pulled up Facebook and I see JMO passed. I'm like, what the hell? I was not expecting that. And that's not a good surprise. I like surprises. I'm surprised out now. Like I made Sharon swear on an oath, we're not doing any more Denny surprise birthday parties. If I make it to 80, which, anyway, but I had a surprise party at my 30th, my 40th, my 50th. I made her know on the 60th, even though we gave my dad one on the 60th and it was awesome. So
we gave you a surprise party in Atlanta for your 50th.
I know that was so awesome. I didn't have a clue. 2 of the 3 birthdays, I didn't have a clue. My 40th, I pretty much had it figured out when we were driving downtown. Anyway, after playing golf in Highland Meadows, but the other 2, I did not know. And yeah, when I got home and from me and Brian, Karen's went for a motorcycle ride up in North Georgia, and it was just awesome. And I was just thinking that we were just having a chilling night,
right, with their kids and our kids, and
and we were just having like dinner and whatever. And then we get home, and Brian goes in ahead of me, and then I come walking in, and there's my little sister, Mary and Ron, and it was awesome. So
all of our friends down
thank
there,
you, honey.
Had a little outfit laid out for you in bed.
Yeah, really, remember that.
Yeah, I bought you a new golf shirt and I laid out shorts because you
okay.
were all kind of grungy from
sweating.
Yeah, so
from
I think
riding
you
the
went and took
motorcycle.
a quick shower and changed. And
So I
came
mean,
out.
those are the best kind of surprises. I mean, and everybody's got stories about death or accidents or whatever.
Well, those are common unexpected events.
Yeah, those are
to those as.
Yeah, I would rather keep it light and lively if we can.
Yeah. Look at Steve Barley. Good afternoon.
Pastor Steve Bowerly, what's up?
Men are representing today.
Way to go, Steve.
That.
Look at that.
I think we're 50-50 men and women.
I like it.
I love it. Yep. So, okay. So the whole surprise topic came up when my friend and I were talking about just surprises in general, whatever. And I was saying how, first of all, now on your phone, you get text every time the Visa gets used. So
I like that.
I'm not surprising you with anything anymore. And then how you have an app or a notification for what's coming in the mail.
I like that.
So we were just talking about what in life, like, are we just so like needy with needing to know? Here's one description of it, which I thought was really, stop Googling a way to light.
Stop Googling what?
A way to light.
Googling
instant
a way
information.
to light. Oh.
Seeing photos of your hotel room before you get there, using Yelp to pick out the best dish.
Oh, wait.
Discovery, serendipity, let yourself imagine and then get surprised. It's like when we go away on vacation, you were always checking out the weather forecast.
Well, yeah, because I want to golf.
But then you tell me, and I'm just like, I don't care. I just want to deal with it when I get there.
Well,
because then if it's cold and I need new clothes, then I have to go out shopping.
I'm a preparer and a planner, and
over preparer.
Okay, that too. I am. I'm just anal. I just am, and I'm not going to make apologies. I mean, yesterday Josh and I had a little man time. We went to Hopcat, and they were playing a song, and I couldn't remember what the heck song it was, and so Shazam, bam. I use my phone for information. That's what I do, to be the information guy. Because
what did you used to do in the old days, though?
Suffered. Didn't
really?
know.
Suffer?
Didn't know. Back on the old show, I would just ask Fred Lefevre because Fred is a walking friggin' encyclopedia.
Wikipedia.
And so, yeah, I wish I was going to pull up the song and see if you heard of it before, but.
You can't find it on your phone?
No, because I sent it to myself.
Well, it should be in your Shazam. Go to your Shazam app. Because there's an app for everything.
Actually, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, go ahead. Keep going. I'll find it.
The uncertainty of life keeps things interesting. And knowing what lies ahead could take away the excitement of the unknown and possibly change the future. There you go.
Okay.
That's a quote.
I found the song.
Oh my God.
You want to hear a little bit
what
of
did
it?
I just say?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Ah,
I know. I'm bad. Hold on. I got to skip
should I name this tune in a note?
I don't think you will, because it was a one-hit wonder, I believe, from the 90s.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No.
This is a jam, people. Hey, Facebook, we don't own the rights to this song. Get off us. We're not making money off the song. This came on yesterday with Josh. I'm like, oh my gosh, Josh, this song is so good. Shazam it, because my internet wasn't working. Anyway, Edwyn Collins, A Girl Like You. That's why these things are awesome, because I never would have known. I would have suffered. So I don't go look at a hotel to lose that surprise. I don't go look at anything like that.
Reviews and all of that.
But I use this because I want information. There you go.
So, monotony can become quite the problem for us. Harvard researchers found that many people would rather give themselves an electric shock than sit around for a few minutes with nothing to do.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with people? By the way, are you guys putting in some of your surprises in the comment section? Play along, people, because I got a couple surprises. And here's the best part about it. My stories of surprises don't have anything to do with me pooping.
Well, that's a surprise.
Well,
itself.
yeah, but I mean, I already told those surprise stories.
They say, especially when we have to make decisions, we tend to gather every last bit of information, foolishly assuming that certainty is possible if you just put the work in. Think of decisions as experiments.
Okay.
I think sometimes it's just like let it play out.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's just me. But
let's see. What else do we have? You want some examples of surprises? Or are you still got more stuff?
Well, I mean, I think probably one of the biggest arguments is the giving birth.
Oh,
because
that's just a friggin' blessing beyond blessing.
Because
until they get older and sassy and don't return your damn text.
And it's a surprise when they do. But because the people that wait to have the baby to see what gender the baby is, but then the other side of that are the people that want to find out, and they say that when they find out, that's still a surprise to them, and they're still excited because they find out they're having a boy or a girl before. So to them, it's still a surprise.
It's not the same.
Well, to them, it is.
It's not the same. They don't know any different. And I give the example every time when my niece had her first baby, they knew it was a girl. And I said to her, don't find out the sex of the next one. She goes, all right, I'm going to listen to you, Uncle Dennis. And they didn't. She said to me, it was so much cooler and such an unbelievable experience finding out right then when the baby's born. Sorry, holding up a little ultrasound or holding up a human being to see if it has a wiener.
Okay. Moving
on. Or no wiener.
Joshua, tons of deer on Saturday surprised me on Ohio Route 81 between Ohio City and Lima. Ooh, well, I hope you're okay, right, Josh? You didn't hit any of them.
Yeah. That reminds me of that time when not long after we had both kids and we went on that, or you were pregnant with Josh. I don't remember. We went to New Hampshire and we saw that moose on the side of the road and just how big it was.
And shortly after that was the mama deer or the
bear
and her cubs. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, but you were driving like sweet conversion van and I was in the passenger seat and I'm like, pull over. And I'm trying to get a picture. And I get out of the van and it was maybe 20 feet from me and it started to walk towards me. And I'm like, I'm out. Those things are huge.
Yeah.
Totally surprised me in a good way.
Chris, weather app to what days I can golf.
Hey, there's Gags. Chris Gagel.
Look for the weather, the time and day. It will rain, snow, sunshine, east, west, north, south wind. So I know.
Yeah. Course knowledge before the round.
Yeah.
That's a guy who knows what's up.
Yep. So what else you got over there?
Well, there was a thread about, life's biggest surprises can be both positive and negative, which we kind of already talked about. They can range from meeting a life partner, landing a dream job, discovering a hidden talent. Some of the people that posted examples, children, their spouses, grandchildren surprising you for your birthday, which I talked about, meeting a new friend who becomes a close confidant, discovering a passion you never knew you had, facing a difficult situation that forces you to grow and learn. Yeah, I don't like those surprises. Just saying.
Well, you don't like surprises.
I don't.
You are very much routine schedule.
I am. So here's some people that also put it on the comments. Not shockingly, but definitely a surprise. Seconds after my mother died, a warm feeling of love embraced me and made me feel safe. It was the most powerful feeling I have ever felt, and it's really difficult to explain. I have never felt that good before or after, and I realized right then and there I was no longer an atheist.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. That is awesome.
Yep.
And the other one is finding out I had won a huge prize from a contest I don't even remember entering. LOL. That's kind of good.
Was that Josh?
No, I don't know.
Sounds like something he would do.
Yeah, exactly.
So this one, Michael Russell, he's a Canadian psychologist, wrote an article, and he said that he talks, of course, about surprises being good for you. It's universal experience, blah, 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 worth paying attention to. He talks about the most iconic moment in one of the most popular sci-fi movies of all time. You know what it is?
I do not. What's the name of the movie?
Released almost 45 years ago.
Star Wars?
See if anyone else is.
Star Wars?
Mm-hmm. When Star Wars fans found out that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father, it not only dismantled their assumptions about Darth Vader, but also their understanding of the story to that point. And I thought that was so, because if you would have gone in knowing, spoiler alert,
Yeah, I have never seen a Star Wars movie all the way through.
Yeah, I have.
When those came out, I was young and running hard and getting things done, and I wasn't going to the movie to see
everywhere.
You're going to the movies to see Star Wars. Just saying. But I know people have an appreciation and they love it, and that's fine. But not the Den Man.
He says, while surprises have the potential to be life-changing in a positive way, it's important to understand the shadow side. And he talks about, just negative ones, which, like we were kind of alluding to in the beginning, job loss, unemployment, unexpected expenses, divorce, separation, death, serious illness or injury, disability, long-term care needs, moving, death of a loved one, natural disasters. I mean, those are all lawsuits,
So do you have any personal surprises that you're going to share?
You mean like recently?
Like in your life, in your lifetime?
I think the biggest surprise, I mean, this is all I can think of, I don't know, is you surprised me with the cruise for my 50th. Christmas time, I think, right? You gave it to me at Christmas time?
Gave it to you for Christmas and said, we're all going in February. I'm taking the week off, and
kids are going
to go on their first cruise.
Yep.
And I thought the boat was going to roll over.
Oh, coming back that last night.
February is not the time to go leave out of, where did we leave out of Miami? And we actually went to Haiti.
Well, listen, don't you remember the other cruise ship over in the New England area took off and the waves were coming, like people were losing luck, and they turned around and came back to port.
Right. Not us.
It's like, didn't they look at the weather app?
Maybe not. Should have talked to my friend Chris Gags. Yeah, I mean, February is rough waters out there, and you don't want to take a cruise in February. FYI.
Everything was
didn't
just like,
know it was bad. I'm laying there in bed just praying, Lord, don't let this big. I mean, it was like, I mean, it was crazy how far it was rocking.
I know.
And I'm just laying there in bed thinking, oh my gosh, I bring my family on a cruise and we're all going to die.
I don't even want to think about that. Because when you think about how heavy the ship is, in general.
Right.
Then you have all those people, all their luggage, all the dishware, all the food, an ice skating rink, a bowling alley, a full casino,
Right.
a full theater. And for 5-foot waves to even
Oh, it's not 5. They were
no,
50
my
50
dad
foot.
told me even 5-foot waves could do that. And then he was explaining how they can put something out underneath the ship to prevent it from. He had a name because
Yeah, I
he was
forget
in the
what they're
Navy, so
called.
I don't know. But yeah,
He was a Navy man.
he
Yeah.
was.
Anyway, you want my biggest surprises?
Well, I know a recent one, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, I hearken back.
Oh,
The day my dad told me he was proud of me. We lived on Rose Glen.
Mhm.
It was awesome. Being nominated for the best morning show in America in the late 90s and losing to Rick Dees.
Rick D's nuts.
Even though that might sound like I'm kind of like bragging, but I did lose. But I was so surprised that I was even nominated. How's a guy in little market like Toledo up against all these big market guys? Anyway, making a half court shot and winning $1,000 at the Grand Rapids Hoops when I lived in Grand Rapids when they were playing there. And what really surprised me is Roy Fisher surprising us at the condo, and we wouldn't let him in. Can I help you? Yeah, you can open the damn doors. How you can help me? And that's when I knew it was him.
That's funny
because I wasn't expecting him. He was in town, just to come up to love on people and see the Kiker granddaughter. And was it Jamie? Kiker's God. Anyway, I can't remember her name. And so he just did a drop by. He's old school. He's from the South.
Yep.
He doesn't call. He doesn't text. He just comes over.
Which is one of the recommendations that they say to do is like old fashioned, pick up the phone, call somebody, do an old fashioned phone call and let them talk about themselves,
Right. But I'm just saying that Roy Boy came over just to,
no, I know.
Instead of like everybody. I mean, didn't you ever do that when you were a kid? Sundays, we would go for family drives.
Yeah. And
we would just go over to somebody's house. My dad,
No.
whether it was one of his clients because he sold insurance or if it was a relative, and we would just drop by. No, texting back and forth. Is this a good time? Whatever.
No,
you just went.
No, I know. It's kind of like phone calls. Like I'll still just pick up the phone and call people.
Yeah.
Just to,
I did that yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Okay. So Kathy Cromwell, I'm still surprised every time God answers my prayers.
Oh.
Why is that? It's like, we all do that. We all do that.
Oh, Lydia Jane. That's the Kiker granddaughter. Well, he says that he's going to take care of us. All we got to do is ask. Sometimes the answer is no.
I know, but we're all like, you and I have done it. It's like, oh my gosh. And we act like we're stunned and surprised and in awe and shocked. And it's like, he just continues to do it. And we still act surprised.
Yeah. I don't know if it's surprise. It's thankful for me. It's like, wow, I guess you do love us. That's pretty cool. Thank you for doing that, Lord.
Everything can shift on a ship. They can put more water into the bottom of the ship. That's from Carla.
Okay. Thank you, Carla.
You both look great today.
Thank you, Carla. I haven't showered. Let's just be honest. I knocked water all over the place. I've got wet socks on right now, as a matter of fact. But
no, you don't. You got dry ones on.
Yeah, well, the right one's wet because it's all water over
I know.
here.
You got
It's
it
all
on
wet.
yourself. Okay. So,
All right.
a couple things people can do to actually help create surprises in their day. First of all, one is to look for surprises.
Okay.
And actually think about every day, like what surprised me today, so that's one thing. Schedule a yes day, say yes to new things. So once a week you say,
would you like to say yes to a few things?
No.
That ain't happening at the Schaefer's house. I'm here to tell you.
Is this
She
before
says-
or after the podcast?
It'd be after the podcast. And then after that, a lengthy nap. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Back now I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me see. Try something new once a month.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you said once a week.
Well,
And that's
there's
once a
two.
month?
You could do once a week, once a month.
All right. How about try something new once a year?
She said bake a gin and tonic chocolate drip cake.
Ooh, we like gin and tonics.
She's like,
Get after that
she's
woman.
not even, I don't know if it's a thing, but Let's see here. Okay, here's some other.
Look at you doing your show
I
prep.
know, but I'm very
I
bad
love it.
at it. I'm very
Yeah.
bad at it.
That's why I grab all mine and highlight them, and I got them ready
Well,
to
I
go.
do have them highlighted, but I just don't,
You're doing good. You're doing good. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, do you like, here's a question.
Do you like
Giving surprises?
Yes.
Getting surprised?
giving?
Both or neither?
Giving surprises. Boom. I
You
like to
do?
be I like to be the one going, oh, edible song. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to do this. I want to see their face. Like Super Coach for his retirement party downtown. And I got him there. And it was nerve-wracking, but got him there. And he had no clue.
Yeah. He actually commented that on Friday.
Yeah, it was
that was his last surprise that he's had.
That was pretty good.
Here's something that might surprise you. Zodiac signs that love surprises: Libra, Aries, Aquarius,
You.
and Josh, Leo, which is Olivia, and Sagittarius.
Okay. No Taurus.
No Taurus.
Nope,
Which
we don't like 'em.
Yeah, right.
We like routine.
Okay.
All right, we got to wrap this puppy up.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's okay.
12:46. We got a video.
All right. Yes, we have a video.
All right,
so
cool.
this video really is reflective of our marriage right here. Okay.
This is a surprise because I have no idea what this is.
Put
Hit
your
it.
put your surprise face on.
Some days I'd be willing to trade my man for a really good what?
Pool boy.
A good what?
I'm sorry.
What did you just say? No.
I was just
Right here.
I was just playing.
Yeah, but what did you say though?
Pool boy.
You hand off of me. Trade me in for no damn pool boy. Pool boy.
Oh, wait.
I
So are they?
love
No, wait.
Steve
Mike was
Hurry.
muted. So,
I know.
so are they still married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they are. I mean,
Yeah.
I just love Steve Harvey. I think
I
he's
do too.
hilarious.
I remember the show you used to do with the little kids.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good.
hmm
But
Yeah.
and then there was a time where every time you turn on the TV, there he was, and it's like, okay, dude.
Well, it wasn't his fault. It's like Ryan Seacrest.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
people want him and he's in demand and they'll pay him whatever. But no, I
There you
just
go.
think I thought that whole clip was hilarious.
It is funny.
Because he's like you. He plays it off just like when I was laughing hysterically about you being a gentle spirit and you just kept panning to the camera and egging it on.
That was actually pain.
Page of torture.
Yep.
All right.
All right, there you go. Let's talk about Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be a noon podcast. And guess what? It's going to be a surprise. So there you go. Well, no, we're going to, John Castillo is going to join us. There's some controversy regarding Kimani Latigue's funeral and where it was originally going to set up or where it was going to happen. And Castillo Funeral Home was brought into it, even though, well, John's going to set the record straight on Wednesday. So John's going to join us. I don't know if he's going to be on for 5 minutes or if he's going to be on for the whole podcast. So we'll figure it out, and you tune in because there's been a lot of misinformation, and now people are going after John, and that's just wrong. The media is getting it wrong, and it's hurting a man's livelihood. So we are going to set the record straight on Wednesday.
Yep.
Today I'll be on the air at 2:00 right here in this same studio, and I'll be on X, and I'll be on YouTube, and on 100.7 The Ticket.
Your sister says pool boy. She's laughing at the video, as is Chris. So, all right. Have a great week. We'll see everybody on Wednesday, hopefully.
Love you.
Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.